Hello, one and all, and welcome to Cavemandu podcast. We've got another episode, and this time we are talking about drug lords of the world. And let's get into it, man.
Like that.
So, guys, start naming names, man. The drug lords.
Naming names.
The famous ones are
Let's talk about the popular ones.
Pablo, obviously.
Yes.
Escobar.
Up there.
Netflix made it so.
Talk about the chart. Even before Netflix, people have heard of.
Well, people heard
Escobar,
of it,
man.
but then Netflix.
he was that famous, bro. They had to make it on him.
Colombian.
This guy
Medellin.
was a thing, man.
Medellin cartel.
Medellin. They pronounce
Medellin.
L as Y. Yeah. Letter L.
Medellin. Medellin.
Net worth 30 billion according to Wikipedia.
At that time, bro.
In 1993. 30 billion in 1993.
In today's, if you convert it in today's terms, it'll be at least 100 to 200 billion.
Right?
Damn, you'll be the richest person alive, man.
He was, man, in his
Jeff
time.
Bezos, man, right now.
Pablo Escobar.
But yeah, but in his time, that this guy was the richest man, you know.
No, he was the seventh richest in the world at his peak time. Yeah.
That too, like according to a magazine. Now the magazine does not know everything.
Yeah.
They just make sure.
But it's said that he had to buy 1 lakh rubber bands to tie his money. He had so much money. And like 5% of the money used to go for waste, like say, because he used to store it, no? Rats and all used to eat it. So that's like
Yeah.
5%.
But it's really like the perfect timing in history. Yeah? When Miami in the 80s was just coming up, right? Like Miami, the culture, the club culture, the clubbing, partying culture was just coming up. That time they needed a kind of like everyone like people need drugs, right? So this cocaine also made a big boom. The timing was correct. Yeah? There was the buyers, and there was this one good businessman, Pablo Escobar, who like was able to fund the demand in America, right, from Colombia. So, I mean, if you look at it in a business sense, it's a super hit product, man.
Yeah.
There was the right buyer market, and there was only one seller market.
Yeah, the monopoly.
Market. He had the monopoly. There are other cartels, man. But then he had the most powerful cartel.
So
The Medellin cartel.
I heard in one podcast that this guy Joey Diaz, right? He's a Cuban guy, America actor, comedian, blah blah whatnot. So he grew up as a gangster kind of guy, and so cocaine ko stories like Miami, obviously that part is like 90 miles away from Cuba. Cuba is a fucking hardcore Latin American communist country, right? Hardcore. So this drug running was happening through there in the 80s. Yeah, a lot of drug running because the governments are too corrupt and easily bribed, so they could send their ships, their planes, or whatever. So all the drugs were coming in from Florida in the 80s, right? So a culture was born there in that America and this Latin America side, right? A culture was born of drugs and cartel, guy. Like cartel were not bad guys in that
all.
area. Huh?
Not all cartels.
No, like all the cartel workers, the whatever the like people with guns and shit.
Yeah.
Like they all yeah. So they have different roles in the bodyguards, pilots, workers, yeah, right, all these things. So the for the local people over there, not American side, this side, the local people over there, cartels are almost like a government. You know what I'm saying? Like people were not scared of them. Like they were they easily mingled with each other.
Because many of these drug lords and all, like they did a lot for the community. And
Yeah.
if you look at a few, like Escobar,
Because
is
you
very
have-
popular in his city, Medellin.
To do this kind of work, bro, you need support, man.
Exactly.
You can't have people against you where you working.
Yeah, man. That's what Escobar, he was in the thing also, no?
He ran as a politician.
Yeah, politician. He's an MP or something.
They did, bro. Not own bank, but offshore accounts and stuff.
No, like in the
Hey, create their own bank.
open your own bank, keep the money there.
and be legit. Get a money launder through that way.
But that point also, bro, they'll check where you getting the money from, and they'll obviously.
And people till today
But
go
still,
hunting for Pablo's money. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say
Pablo
because
Escobar,
he
yeah.
dug it like Kaka again.
He hid his money in the mountains of.
Until all of his money hasn't been found
Yeah.
after they shot him.
Damn.
So according to theory, is money by now must be decayed, like gone.
But if it's kept nicely, like
If it's kept nicely, then imagine.
nicely
man.
wrapped and trusted.
So where do you have to go, bro? Colombia.
Colombia.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it's
it could be
allowed.
anywhere. Bro.
I think people are.
No, he hid it in Colombia, Ninda.
It could be anywhere in Colombia. It could be anywhere, man. That guy is fucking super international. Till man,
International.
he in the freaking 90s, he he freaking bought submarines from Russia to
Transport.
smuggle drugs. Yeah.
That crazy guy. Pablo. But he learned his
Creative,
what do you
bro.
call? He learned his trade from another drug lord. She's also pretty famous. Yeah, some lady man. I forgot
What's her
her.
name?
Check it out.
Pablo.
He learned his trade from
What
her.
happened to his children, no? Right now?
They're still here, like.
They're like,
Yeah.
no?
Oh, his son had come to Nepal once for a talk show. Right?
Yeah, the son is a speaker now.
He's like what motivated and he's a speaker just he does all these talk shows. He'd come to Nepal. Yeah, he's like not Budo, maybe in his 40s probably. And
Probably loudly. Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Griselda Blanco Restrepo. Griselda Blanco
what did you Google?
Restrepo.
What did you look
Pablo Escobar's female mentor,
for? Oh.
known as La Madrina, the Black Widow, the cocaine godmother,
Damn, Black Widow.
and the queen of narco trafficking, was a Colombian drug lord, a Medellin cartel, and a pioneer in the Miami-based cocaine drug trade during the 1980s through the early 20s. She was in the business for 30 years almost.
So
Escobar
they used to
took the
do
business from her.
like they used to do on a small scale. He learned his trade there. He used to work for her. Same thing, but he did on a larger scale.
But she used to deliver to Miami also.
Yeah.
Since then only.
She's scary, man.
Was
You know what I feel? God damn, she's scary, no?
The
I like
Black
the
Widow.
name, the Black Widow. God damn, that's like a crazy
Black
name.
Widow.
The Black Widow. So right now, the Black Widow. So right now, another guy making buzz is El Chapo. Guzman.
yeah.
Oh,
He turned out to
Shorty.
be working. He turned out to be working for the CIA.
Is it
That's
true?
crazy. Yeah. He
confessed.
confessed.
Yeah, that's right.
That is working for the CIA.
Yeah. That CIA employed him. CIA told him to do this and that, and for like, we won't fuck you up. Do this for us. Do that for us. And drugs was involved, but mostly CIA was doing human trafficking. Man.
Human
Human trafficking.
It's like organs and shit.
But this rock was all involved in that, no?
Yeah. So that's what. Have you guys seen the movie Sicario? So one thing to learn from that movie is, when in Pablo's time, things were quiet, right?
Why? Because
There was order. Everyone was in their place, right? The CIA was the head. They were controlling everything, right? From behind the scenes. And in the public, there were these big shot, like drug lords like Pablo. So everyone were in their place, right? So after Pablo got freaking crazy, he motherfucking went against the government, tried to blow up their parliament and shit. There was
yeah,
a,
man. He took the parliament hostage.
yeah.
He
Like,
killed 2 lawyers.
Man, lawyers,
People
cops.
against him.
He killed. I think he has the most number of police killed, police army and killed.
Yeah, he waged war
What
with
was
the
his
government.
favorite dialogue?
Plata Plumo. And that's in the movie, and if you really said
What was
it.
that, yeah?
You want lead or silver.
Either take the money or
Lead or silver.
Get
You
the
got two
bullet.
options. Oh, I don't know if you really said it, but movie must say. That's how it starts.
So another
And series,
thing,
my Netflix series.
another thing, Pablo killed a highly respected and highly like followed
Oh, yeah.
father, also a priest, a church priest.
After that, like, he lost
after
public
that-
support also.
Yeah, public.
That was his, like,
Yeah.
downfall.
Why you killed that shit?
There's an accident,
Accident.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually he was supposed to kill some other journalist or someone.
Some member of parliament or
Yes,
something, man.
something
Something
like
like
that
that.
in the
Some
airport.
chief court justice, something like that. And was coming after him, something like that. No?
Mm.
Then he ordered the hit, but then they killed the wrong guy.
The priestess was there.
They attacked the car, no? It was a car hit. I think it was like a drive-by,
Wrong
but
guy.
they hit the wrong car or something like this.
And then the public outrage was crazy. And then after that, he went into hiding. The freaking government, the whole military, the army was after him. He went to another country, hid out there for like 3-4 months, all that. When he came back, also he didn't quiet down. Freaking, he said he was a crazy guy. So that guy got away from the CIA's or this whatever this underworld is. He got away from that and tried to become a Superman, some guy, right? So everyone said this guy has to be killed. So everyone got together
against him.
against him. Freaking guerrilla warfare in Medellin, man. The geography of Medellin, you look at it, it's like Kathmandu only. There's a big city
Valley.
and there's a mountains around it, okay? Jungle and shit. So Pablo had freaking like almost 200 uh, factories in the jungles making cocaine at one point. And whole jungle ni was covered with these people. From that's why I said earlier, ki people had different jobs ni. So you are a soldier, you are a grower, you are a maker, you are a packager, right? You are the delivery guy, you are the maintenance guy, you are the telephone guy, you are the electricity guy. Freaking a whole world was there, guy. A whole
An
business, a whole
organization proper.
corporation was there.
Damn, okay.
And so Medellin is a state, is a big ass place. It was Pablo's. Nobody freaking could do anything. Government format, USA, freaking nobody could do anything.
And yet such a good, like, say, information system, no? Like,
Yeah.
everyone used to be like, say, if they are 100 meters away, he already has information that they are coming. Everyone supplies him information, bro, because he helps the local people, no?
That's nice. That's
He did
interesting.
lot for the community.
He was a very
He was like, and plus, like, say, he likes sports, so he's famous for, he said to have, like, say, bought football teams, like, say, international tournaments, no? What do you call? He'll buy the other country, telling that lose the game, I'll give you this much money, and they used to lose international games, bro.
Like that.
So there was another football player in Colombia whose name was Escobar. So the two Escobars.
He's good.
Pablo.
Pablo.
Tara, his love for football, like, it's pretty much famous, no? Like,
Yeah.
Like he supported the whole Colombia team or something.
He built stadiums. Colombia players was like treated well. He bought the other team, bro. Like, say, he used to, in his, what do you call, he used to buy teams from Europe and like call at his, like, say, estate to play private games and all. Okay.
I
This
have to
time,
use this, man.
Madrid versus Barcelona. He had the money, man.
Oh, then you think that
Yeah,
would happen?
possible, bro.
So this another case of El Chapo getting caught, ni, and he, like this whole scandal of CIA involved in the cartel business, all that. That scandal is called the Fast and Furious scandal. So just to the viewers, man, if you want to know more, research the Fast and Furious scandal. It's about how even Obama was involved. It was not only drugs; it was guns. Drugs were coming in, money and guns were going from the US, and kids, human trafficking, organs, fucking shit. It's like Obama was involved, man.
How was he involved, sir?
Some paperwork shit, man. I also don't know probably, but some he gave authorization, like he knew about it, like the CIA was. I mean, the thing is, like, let's say the CIA wants 20 planes now, right? They'll have to go to the government to ask them, we need money for 20 planes, right? So the government will ask for what, all that. So different branches will say, I have this need, and the government will say, okay, show me the proof, whatever. Now take it, right? So Obama knew these things. There was this kind of shady shit going on.
Yet he didn't do anything.
Yeah, man, motherfucker took a cut or something, man.
No, but like, say, they have a hand in choosing who runs also, bro. If they are so powerful.
It's like this. It's called the
Who's
shadow
CIA?
government. Yeah, it's called the deep state in America. It's called the deep state shadow government. What that means is there's a secret network of people inside the U.S. government. I don't know about if they are linked with other international governments, but in U.S. government, there's a secret group, a secret secret society. You could say these people from different branches of the government come together as a cult or something. That's called the deep state, and they have their own agenda. They use the U.S. government. So these people are more powerful than the president. So what you're saying is, like they are like obviously they're involved all that. They might not even know. Okay? Things are kept from the president themselves because there are other bigger players. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes. So that's why, man, this Trump new administration, they're getting so much hate, so much all this bullshit. I mean, crazy, my mental illness kind of shit going on from the other side, from his opponents, that they've just lost credit, man. They've lost everything, reputation, everything they had, these Democrats, leftists. How they try to take down Trump with all these lies, freaking known lies, man. Like, why are you okay? Politics is politics, but why are you pushing known lies? Obviously, the people will find out, man. People will Google, people will do this and that. Obviously, videos will come out, photos will come out, man. And it's like stupid politics, yeah.
What do you call this? So El Chapo used to work for the CIA.
Yeah.
So the
So,
biggest Druglord is the CIA. It's
yeah,
like the government.
bro, CIA is not only involved in Mexico, they're involved in Afghanistan also. You know how? Poppy fields. The American army is guarding Afghanistani poppy fields. Poppy, which is used to make heroin, the key ingredient to make heroin. They are protecting like around. I don't know if this is it's somewhere around this number. They are protecting around 90,000 or 9,900,000 acres of poppy fields.
That is
Government.
huge, man.
They are trying to supply the world, man, of this shit.
I think so. They just formed this all these terrorist groups also
On and off.
formed by
Monthly,
the
monthly.
government itself to show like from Afghanistan this terrorist are there, we can go there and control the.
Exactly, man. They'll give lies to the public and they'll go enter
They'll
the
show,
war.
yeah, that's what.
Like how Bush did with Saddam Hussein by saying Saddam Hussein had nuclear bombs. And in the end, freaking after like 8 years of war, Bush said, "Oh, we are sorry, it was wrong information." My God, like this kind of shit happens, man. Yeah, 8 years, man. Like millions of people killed, and like you can't even imagine what freaking people went through, man.
Saddam.
So that's why the conspiracy theory is they went after something else. They say they went after the Kuwaiti gold guy. So this Saddam used to bully Kuwait okay, in that area. They're neighbors. So Saddam used to bully Kuwait. Kuwait was a rich city from oil and from oil and other stuffs also. Lots of rich people staying there. They had lots of gold. The bank, Kuwaiti bank, was one of the freaking most top notch, and they had a big ass gold reserve. So Saddam attacked Kuwait, took the gold, and the US came and took that gold. There's a movie called Three Kings. In that movie, they've shown it a little bit of what. So, man, the public world is different.
Actually,
Behind the scenes is different,
different.
man.
What do you call this El Chapo? He escaped from the prison
Yeah.
also.
Man, there was a
Twice.
motorbike. You saw that?
He
That's the
escaped
bullet,
twice, I heard. Once, like say, he ran away in the laundry basket, bro.
Yeah, I saw that one. Like the chap also in a way like Escobar only gave him a break recently. Because like his first shipment, he went straight to Escobar, and then he asked him to give me a shipment, and then so he already had a supply in Mexico, no? A supplier.
Pablo. Oh, in
Bro, check
tunnel.
out El Chapo tunnel bike. El
Yeah,
Chapo
that's
tunnel bike.
how he escaped the second time.
Who the fuck made this long ass tunnel, man?
Just to
Engineers,
for the
man.
bike to pass, bro.
Yeah.
So he can escape.
How am
That
I-
is-
Okay,
El Chapo tunnel bike.
That is Chapo's thing, like a tunnels guy. That's how he's like bought in coke from Mexico to all his
Yeah, and that
drugs.
Sicario movie also.
Yeah, the tunnels they show.
from that movie, that Sicari movie, this is the lesson they give. Yeah. Back then there was order. Right now there are cartels popping up everywhere.
Everyone wants to be
Yeah.
a drug lord.
Yeah. Everyone wants to be a drug lord, and you know what now is happening? The violence is spilling out to the public. They say they're kidnapping innocent people. Like these low freaking bottom level cartels are so desperate, ne? They're kidnapping people and asking ransom money from innocent people. You know what I'm saying? They're like fucking chopping heads of innocent people and all that. They don't have money. They can't compete, ne? So they are targeting innocent people, ordinary citizens. Yeah. So because everybody wants to be big shot, yeah. And obviously, if that happens, then there's hierarchy. The low bottom level guys, they can't do shit. And what can they do? Easy prey, citizens.
Who was the mastermind behind this tunnel, man?
Must be Chapo.
Chapo only, man. I'm sure they have advisors and stuff, no? These
Yeah,
guys.
engineers are all working for him. Like proper, I'm saying, tunnelling engineers.
He had so much money, bro. He could buy anybody, man.
The tunnel was 1.5 kilometers.
Just from the bathroom, eh?
1.5 kilometers.
From the bathroom to the outside the, what do you call,
The house.
prison.
It
It was
came
way
out to a
outside
house,
the
no?
prison, man.
Really outside. It came out to a house or something. On a property that he
1.5
bought.
kilometers means from here.
So he had planned at Resake to go to that prison or something like that. Because like before he went to that prison, he bought a patch of land where was the exit. So from there, when he went, they already started digging all over.
Yeah, it was a pre-planned.
Pre-planned escape.
Yeah, scary, man.
Somehow, I think so. He planned to be sent to that prison or in the house. Somehow.
So when was the one he,
That's right, it's correct. It's coming.
what do you call, when did he run away in the basket?
That was the
First
first time
time.
when he got there.
Laundry
Yeah,
basket,
that was the
bro.
first time when he got arrested, he ran away in a laundry
He
basket.
braved the laundry.
No, they also like when he was in the prison, he ruled the prison type. You know, he was the prison's kingpin kind of guy.
Gringo. That
Yeah,
movie.
the gringo. So Chapo was a bad motherfucker, though, man. And like, I know too. This is
Oh, it's not a basket. It was this kind of shit. It was a huge roller.
Laundry bag.
yeah, laundry too. This is the answer.
And I think the cops knew about it.
Yeah,
Just let
probably
him
paid
pass
them
it,
off
yeah.
or something like that.
He must have paid everyone inside.
And
But he was already protected by the CIA, all that. Maybe some shit happened.
No, maybe like the CIA got involved Pochi as he started getting named.
maybe. CIA was involved since Pablo, bro.
Since beginning when he started smuggling, they knew about it. You see?
Yeah. It's just that Pablo became a madman and thought he was invincible. He went, So
He
CIA,
went all out.
the CIA and all, they like things quiet. They don't want media attention. They want business to go as usual. They need this drug money, the CIA, to wage secret wars around the world. Yeah. So hitman kind of shit, this born identity kind of stuff. MK Ultra, yeah, man. Brainwashing super soldiers. Not super soldiers, but
Super soldiers.
psychic soldiers. Like, you could be anybody. Like, say, let's say, okay, I'm CIA, right?
Sleeper soldiers.
Sleeper
That's
soldiers.
what they call them.
So I take Khanal, right?
I never heard of
Khanal,
that.
I take like probably ex-military, trained person. I wipe his mind, wipe his memory, put a new memory, and then put in like a trigger point, yeah, a trigger word. So if I say some sentences correctly, if I say the ice cream is melting now, that thing will be triggered in his mind, yeah. And he gets that code key. I have to go kill or do whatever, plant a bomb or some shit. So these kind of sleeper agents, now I'll send him to freaking Paris, wherever. He'll be working as he'll be working as a normal citizen. You can be a baker, you can be a banker, you can be a cleaner, janitor, whatever, right? You can be a teacher, whatever. You're living this life. But once that trigger, and you'll have a handler always. You'll have people following you secretly, a handler. So, guy comes around, okay, this guy has to be murdered, right? He's a journalist or some shit. He has to be murdered. We'll use a sleeper agent. So somehow they put them together and then trigger that word, gets into his mode.
It's like Born Identity. Seen Born Identity.
Yeah.
It's real, man.
This
MK
is
Ultra is
Yeah,
real.
it's intense,
I know
man.
how.
We researched MK Ultra, the Monarch project by the CIA. Fuck a shit.
Fuck, man. That's like, hai, bro.
Like Born Identity.
Scary.
D Company.
D company.
That's his gang's name.
Yeah.
called the
Company.
D Company. There's a movie also, no?
Yeah.
The Indian movie.
Yeah, Sanjay Dutt.
Sanjay Dutt is Dutt.
Not the whole
Oh,
thing.
Samgor is not a person's name. Is the cartels or whatever that. Yeah, Samgor.
Something Shen or something. Some Chinese name is.
Chinese name.
What's this? Is the Asian side of the
Yeah,
cartel.
Asian side. He's the Asia's El Chapo, dubbed. So he's like Asia's El Chapo.
Where is he from?
Low-key, no? He's very
Where
low-key,
is he
so.
from?
He's from China, actually, but he
Chinese.
has Canadian citizenship. And like, he's like pretty brutal, man. Like he's like more into business side, okay? And then like he supplies Asia. Australia में चला सकता है. Australia also supplies. And supplies, I think so. He's a lot of drugs.
So
His
it's like
main, I
what?
think,
Mainly drugs only.
yeah, Golden Triangle, brother. That's his place from where he gets the drugs and the supplies it. But he's so low key, no?
Kohar.
Yeah, you never hear of it. No?
No,
I don't know
yeah,
heard
yeah.
of this.
So he's the guy who's more to have like Muay Thai fighters as
Bodyguards.
bodyguards. Literally. Listen, like, scary guy, man. So, how about a Chinese person from China and suddenly became.
Samgor, also known as the Company, is an international crime syndicate based in Asia Pacific. Right. The organization is made up of members of 5 different triads. Samgor is understood to be headed by Chinese Canadian Se Chi Lop.
The dragon head.
The Cantonese Chinese syndicate is primarily involved in drug trafficking, earning at least 8 billion per year, 8 billion US dollars per year. Samgor is alleged to control 40% of the Asia Pacific meth market while also trafficking heroin and ketamine. The organization is active in a variety of countries including Myanmar, Thailand, New Zealand, Australia, Japan, China, and Taiwan. Sam Gore previously produced meth in southern China and is now believed to manufacture mainly in the Golden Triangle, especially Shan State, Myanmar, responsible for much of the massive surge of crystal meth in recent years. So, which countries are involved in the Golden Triangle?
Figure.
I think so.
Thailand,
Myanmar, not Thailand. Thailand, bro.
Thailand, oh.
Google and the
Golden Triangle.
So the group is understood to be headed by Se Chi Lop, a former gangster born in China.
So these are like 5 different tribes formed. They came together to form
Members
this
of
company.
5 different triads, yeah.
So they like joined forces. So it's like a syndicate only,
Syndicate.
like the cartels.
They each have their own shit
Hmm.
and they
joined
joined
into their own muscle.
So
Everything.
this guy Se Chi Lop is a former member of Hong Kong based crime group called the Big Circle Gang.
Myanmar, Thailand, and Laos.
Most of it is in Thailand, yeah? Like about 70-60% is in Thailand.
Tourist spot.
Yeah, man.
There's a Golden Triangle in Kathmandu also. Kathmandu, tragic one.
Yeah.
That could be the tourist golden golden triangle.
Nepal is just a transit, bro. For gold,
Yeah,
drug
but Nepal
smugglers.
also is it's like a doorway to India and other countries today.
I think as soon as you get to India, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Nepal is such a weak ass border shit.
No checking, bro.
From the
Compared to
plane also, man.
apparently.
I think it's not like no checking. It's like they know everything. I
Yeah,
think it's
I
all
mean-
been because remember that gold incident.
Yeah.
What is that gold? How many kilos of gold?
33.
Yeah.
They only showed 33 kg.
Imagine that, man.
Imagine how
Like
much they
someone
hid.
had the guts to get that much gold. Okay? One shot, mate, you wouldn't have done
Yeah.
it. Allah. So probably he's
It
been
was an
doing it
ongoing
and
thing, yeah.
doing it, and then suddenly
Some
somewhere
politics,
didn't get,
interior
somewhere,
politics. Yeah.
someone didn't get paid or something, and they tried to burn it.
So anyway, let's get back to Samgor. So this leader of Samgor, Se Chi Lop, in 1988, he immigrated to Canada. In 1998, after 10 years, Se Chi Lop was convicted of transferring heroin into United States, served 9 years, and he's been compared to El Chapo and Pablo Escobar. Se Chi Lop. Let's look at his face, how he looks.
Let's talk about like anything like like what are the most brutal things these guys did? Okay? Ruthless kind of shit.
Pablo the went against government.
Yeah.
El Chapo also he went against some other cartel head
Oh
and
my
that caused
goodness.
violence.
Guys,
That caused violence.
check out Se Chi
No,
Lop's
Chapo
face.
ko je, like I know too. This is but
TSE.
I saw this like one shot documentary, no? Where say like they start with like Chapagosani, where his house is on top of the hill. He say ties
Sechilop.
people like, just hanging there, and they eat like, to
He
show
looks
Ansani,
like a normal as fuck kind of guy.
like torture types. Out the sun is hanging so, all the way up to his state.
Eh?
He looks like a damn decent guy, man.
Yeah.
So low key, no?
He looks like an engineer or something, like full
That's such a guy
bookworm
types.
kind of guy.
He's a bear mover. Who's the other guy? There's another guy also over there.
After El Chapo, now who's there?
There's so many guys, man. Right now, there's so
Frank
many.
Lucas.
Yeah, okay.
These guys are the old guys.
Frank Lucas, yeah.
Frank
This-
Lucas say, yeah. Okay, they say it's a conspiracy, but like, they used to get things with the help of the military, get the drugs from Vietnam to America, and like dead American soldiers got coffins, man.
Yeah.
You should end the movie too, ne? But
He
that,
cut
these
out
guys
the
deny it,
middleman,
but
bro.
like, you know,
Huh?
some guys deny it, and Frank Lucas say denies it. And this other guy he says yes. So that's like a conspiracy. The US government, obviously, American army, they deny it. You know?
Man, this freaking Netflix people, they make these gangsters look like freaking handsome guys. El Chapo.
El Chapo.
Yeah. Netflix
these
El
actors,
Chapo is
man.
like freaking Brad Pitt of all El Chapo. Yeah,
Even Escobar.
yeah, Escobar.
But the portrait of Escobar in Netflix is good, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that guy's a good
Yeah,
actor.
he's a good actor.
But yeah, he looked different than.
Yeah, looks wise, but I think his acting though was good, man.
So yeah, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Okay? So like, yeah. So what are the characteristics to be an ethical drug dealer, drug lord? Ethical.
You can't be an ethical drug dealer.
What are the characteristics needed?
I think
Okay?
that's
I don't
not
think so. He
possible.
can be.
Yeah.
If you have to be, what would you? How would you become one?
And ethical, you
Yeah.
can't be ethical. How would you? I'm ethical in terms of like the drug laws or like.
See, you can be you can take the Machiavellian approach. So Machiavellian basically means don't be a nice guy. Do bad things to do good. It's basically that. So to achieve a bigger picture of good things, do small bad things kind of shit. Yeah. Don't be a nice guy. So a lot of things are Machiavellian. So you can take that like be ruthless as fuck. And if you and when you reach that level,
Look innocent.
do your own no. Like all this time you have your goodness, your ethical put in the back. Yeah.
First,
Yeah.
put it as like a standby just say for now.
Yeah. Put it on the
Different what
standby.
called ethical because even Escobar, like to the people of Medellin, he was like a god and
Yeah.
so he was ethical to them.
Yeah, I think it depends on
Today,
the,
till today.
People like they respect him and stuff.
So, there's this word in Medellin. And that word means girlfriend or the wife of a cartel member. Okay? That word means that. So till now that word is taboo in Medellin. So if you call that word to somebody, then it's a big like people will beat you up and shit. Okay? It's called some word.
Padu.
What Padu is came up with his own shit.
just imagine it's actually called Padu.
I doubt it.
So there are some taboo words out there in Nepal also, no? In Thailand, Nepal, you can't say some words, no?
In Nepal, what words you can say?
Nepal, you can say anything, you know. No one gives a shit.
Some words, man.
Obviously, abusive words you can say.
People abuse, like, over here, abuses is like, it sounds so mean, man. So rude, like, rude, man, to your face.
It's a bit nasty type.
Yeah.
There's no Japanese drug lord.
Obviously, there is, man.
Homie.
At least all controlled by Yakuzas, no?
But only Yakuza are going legit and
They are companies and all
like,
that.
proper company established.
So, like, they cover their hands with, like, proper shirts and all. They don't let the tattoo show.
They wear suits.
Yeah, they don't let tattoo show any.
Yeah, that's why the Yakuzas are so successful as compared to other syndicates because they allow members to come and go, to be a member and get out. Yeah? So that means that the members have a future. They are not gonna get killed or end up in prison, right? They can come and come out. So they're so huge in number. Okay? They're so huge in number, and they're involved in from politics to business like the like legit business to underworld to pornography movie making, drugs and human trafficking, to everything they're involved in. All the members are freaking, what I'm saying. It's like a guti. You know what a guti is?
Oh yeah, yeah. How many good years who they host all the
Yeah.
jatras and all.
Yeah, basically they are
It's
like
like a religious group.
religious, but they are not only religious. It's everything. So like it's a insurance also. It's a bank. It's your
So you can
social
save with
security. Yeah, you can
You
save
give them
money
money
with
to
them.
save it.
Give them money. Like let's say
Center.
not so not so machine robotic like that, but very analog, very person to person. Face to face, very community based. So like let's say you are a member of a guti, right? And you are a well known member of a guti. You come into their prayers, their festivals, whatever. You work, you help out in their boj, because they do a lot of these feasts, ni, and you cook. You don't have money, but you cook. You help them out. And let's say you broke your leg, you need money, so they'll help you out. Things like, if you need money, so that's kind of,
So community
It's a
based helping.
syndicate.
it's kind of like a syndicate. So yakuza is also,
They're like separate,
Yeah.
or it's Yakuza
they
clans.
freaking cover,
But then they come together as
Yeah.
one.
they cover whole Japan. They have not left any freaking city, small town, whatever. This is like, imagine people everywhere, right? They come together as they join up with yakuza and be uh, get their protection, get their support, whatever, for amount of fees, amount of tax. Obviously, you have to give a cut or whatever. So you can be a fucking fish seller somewhere, and you can be a drug guy somewhere. You're both yakuza, right? You're paying your part. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your part, you're paying your part, and you have the protection of the Yakuza. The people around you will be like a little bit scared and all that. People won't fuck with you. Plus, you can get things done easily. So, let's say I want my fish to reach that place faster than my competitors. I can get the Yakuza guys to, block their transport or something. I can get the Yakuza guys to. Maybe the Yakuzas are in the government and like do my paperwork first, stop their paperwork, things like that. So you get those kind of benefits also. Yakuzas are freaking everywhere. From the movies and all that, we only see Yakuza as like full gangster, like any
Fighting each other.
street guys, street thugs and shit. It's not like that at all, man. Yeah. Yakuzas are freaking classy, gentlemen people to those thugs and everybody. The Yakuza is a big ass word, man. It can mean a lot of things.
Come from that game, shogi game. Shogi, yeah. The worst three things you can get in that game. Yakuza. The worst thing. That's the worst thing you can get in the game. Okay?
I didn't know that, man.
It comes from that actually. Yakuza actually.
So basically, it's like
Your worst.
The game, the worst.
They're your worst
people.
nightmares.
Worst people. It comes from that. They actually summarized it before.
Abandons.
Abandons. Yeah. But start from
guys,
that.
Yakuza's
in
any
45 minutes, we need to.
what do you call in Yakuza's any bro, to get into the group you have to fight and all.
I don't think so. You have to pay up or something.
Which was that way you have to fight into get in?
MS-13. A lot of gangs do that. It's called jumping in, like. But these are like low-level street gangs, Like to be a member, you have to get beaten up by other members and shit.
MS-13 is the one in Los.
MS-13 is psychos, man. All low-level, no future having, like they die, less than 2021. They'll die before that.
So how are they like the most notorious gang?
Because they do the craziest shit. They'll kill pregnant people. They'll first of all, they prey on the innocent, right? They prey on the innocent. Freaking all. Like the history of MS-13 is, there's a country called El Salvador, South America, right? Civil war. Lot of bad shit happened. People massacred. I mean, so US took in a lot of refugees in the 90s. So they took in a lot of El Salvadorians. A lot of people, families came in, all that. A lot of orphans also came in. Right, political. They had to run away from the country. Saw a lot of dead people. Saw a lot of killing, were abused, tortured, whatever. Came into thing. US. Now in the US, they are like lost. So they came together, formed their own small group. Now they're obviously in the poor areas, all that, and in the poor areas they've already established gangsters and established culture of underworld, right? these gangsters, crime order, there's levels to all this shit. So obviously they are freaking just coming up. So other people, these gangsters, they took advantage of them, and they also wanted to be that, they want to belong, they want to have a fatherly figure, they want brotherly figures, right? They want brotherhood connection, all that. Got into it. Obviously, after that, they start landing up in jails. So they make their own gang in jails. And jail ma pani, no freaking, they don't have a life. So in the jail, if you kill people, you get 50 years added, shit like that. So they didn't give a shit. They freaking killed everyone. All they knew they are gonna die in jail. In jail, at least you are getting food, getting bed to sleep, yeah, things like. So this was in the 90s. So now in the 2000s, it's like West America, this California side, and all the motherfuckers are full of MS-13s. So the member is damn easy, right? And all these psycho guys become members. And once you're inside there, you have to kill, you have to deal drugs, you have to kidnap people, you have to freaking extort money, whatever, whatever. So all the criminal, these kind of people, like these very low level, they don't have anything, but they are violent and all that kind of people joined up with them. And MS-13, they carried the MS-13 name with their tattoos, all that. All over US it spread. And then that name became feared. Let's say MS-13 guys, MS-13 guys, whatever. And the MS-13 really became a terrorist. It's put in the domestic terrorist list of the USA. It became a terrorist group after it killed a journalist named Seth Rich. So what they say is, the conspiracy theory is Hillary Clinton and other Democratic politicians used the MS-13 to kill this guy. Used them as hitmen to kill this Seth Rich guy. Because the Seth Rich was the one who leaked Hillary Clinton's emails in 2015.
How did he leak, say?
He was inside. He worked for the Democratic Party. He was
okay, yeah.
some low level guy.
I heard about the email, but what's so controversial?
It's crazy, man. See, here are the facts. Hillary Clinton's email gets leaked, and in the email there are some disturbing things about Benghazi, Libya. I mean, four Americans were killed over there, and Hillary Clinton, they say, did nothing, and the proof is in the emails, whatever. And on top of that, there's things of pedophilia. Her team member, the people around her, other big politicians, all that, they were communicating. And now, first of all, her emails are stored in her private server. So it's not Google server or anywhere. Nobody can access it. It's just her, right? So her and other politicians were exchanging emails about child trafficking, pedophilia, like, but in codes. So like for a young, let's say 8-year-old black boy, the code word is hot dogs. So who's coming over for hot dogs tonight? And some other politician, yeah, I like hot dogs. Give me some salad with it. Yeah, I'll take the. So like their code words for all this. Yeah.
Damn, okay. So
Right.
who cracked those code words, say?
The insiders. Again, this means this, that means that. People who got caught, like low level people who got caught, they freaking leaked it out that also. And so Seth Rich was the guy who was working over there. He was like so disgusted with it, he leaked it out, right? Now Hillary Clinton, what she does, now the government, the FBI, whatever, gets it, and it's too big a news too. I mean, it went public just like that, man. They couldn't catch it while it was, exposed. Yeah, those with this Hillary Clinton type of people, they couldn't catch it while it was being exposed. So it was too late. The public had it. Now the government had to act. So they were going after Hillary, and you know what she did? She smashed the servers. She destroyed that server. She deleted 33,000 emails. She smashed her phone and the phones of her assistant, all the people who work for her, and the other politicians also. Within 2-3 days, she destroyed everything. Highly suspicious, obviously, right?
Didn't question him then?
Huh?
Didn't question him.
They took her to Congress and said, well, what about it? No. They didn't question her about that. The media kept quiet. Nothing came up. They just tried to sweep it under the rug, right? Now, this story only is mainstream right now. Everybody knows about it because the conspiracy theory guys kept on keeping it going, through podcasts, through YouTube, all these things. It's a grassroots movement. The mainstream is not doing anything. The mainstream magazines, movies, newspapers, and news media, social media, Facebook deletes you, man. If you say Hillary Clinton this and that, Facebook will delete you. Instagram will delete you, man. So it's crazy, bro. Okay, that headless woman.
That Congo one.
Yeah.
But
So
that
for
was an
the
act of drug
Which
thing, was it?
Sure, he was drugged, no, but
yeah,
So,
forget it.
so
Then
what's the
it's not.
situation basically?
the body which was found in suitcase, and
Yeah.
so that one is nothing,
No, yeah,
bro.
nothing
Like,
to do with
yeah.
drug lords or stuff.
That guy just got drugged, man. That's the only coincidence.
Oh
Recently.
yeah.
Hammered his balls, man. Yeah.
So
Just
one
imagine.
basically what
Smash his
happened?
balls.
Just say the prelude.
So for the people who don't know, in Kathmandu there was a shocking murder.
Very unheard of.
It was
influence of Indian media, Crime Patrol, Savdhan India.
Yeah, I think that's
Could
the
be,
case,
man. Hey?
Yeah.
So what happened was there was this person, right? I don't know his name, but he was a con man kind of guy. He was living in a lodge, staying in a lodge. He was like a clothes broker or something like that, and he was playing around with three women at one time. He was playing around with three women, and this woman who murdered him was a single mother with a son and a daughter.
No, her husband is working somewhere abroad.
She's a married
Yeah.
woman.
She's married.
Yeah,
woman.
but she was single out there, and
So
she
they're
was also
having a-
fucking around with this guy.
Yeah,
They
they're
met
having
through
an affair.
Facebook, all that.
Like affair, they're having
Yeah,
intercourse.
the
Kind of affair.
Facebook, all
Yeah,
that.
sexual
right?
affair.
Sexual intercourse, all that, and so she killed him because it's not official, but okay, she found out about he was
Other
cheating
affairs.
around, all that, right?
Plus,
And
he was harassing her daughter
yeah,
too.
so but that's not
including her.
official though.
That's what it said.
Yeah, that's what it said that
Harassing as in
the guy tried
trying
to
Molest.
molest the young daughter
How
also.
old is his daughter? Her
15
daughter.
years old.
Yeah, maybe 14, 15
Fucking
years
pedo,
old.
man.
And so the mother drugged him and smashed his
No,
balls.
before
This happened during
before
when he
the
was trying to assault the
No,
daughter.
and
before the
some
murder, like say they drank together. They drank vodka. Then while having food in the yogurt, she mixed sleeping,
I actually
What
makes
is the powder?
5 sleeping pills, man.
something like that. So once he fell asleep with the hammer, she smashed his balls.
Oh damn.
And then
So it's
started
like
cutting.
pre
Then she took help from her daughter to
get rid of the
Dump
body.
her body.
Yeah.
Dump that body. Damn.
What
That's
So
like
she hacked the body
she
herself.
hacked the body with the kitchen knife.
Oh,
With
just
the kitchen knife.
Yeah,
kitchen knife.
yeah.
That must have taken ages there.
I think it's a big one, kitchen knife. Master cut nail.
Whatever, but
Whatever it is, man, you have to cut through bones and stuff. Eh. So the body was found in halves, no?
so the head and the hands were already thrown away somewhere. So they packed it in a suitcase. They cut the entire body parts and they
God
left it in
damn.
Gangabu.
In middle of
This is left in
a
the street.
crowded street, middle of a crowded
Yeah,
left it in
and
the
after
street.
doing this, she went away to her
She ran away.
parents'
Yeah.
home in Chitwan. She was caught from Chitwan.
But how did they find out it's her, man?
It
was-
neighbors, informants.
Yeah, like research, investigation.
Maybe,
Like
yeah.
who this guy is.
Yeah,
First of
yeah.
all, they found out who
Yeah.
this
Nepal
guy
police
is.
It
code,
was
this
solved
networking
within
side
2
is
days.
Pretty good, man.
It was
Yeah.
solved
Within 2 days.
In this.
Nepal police is good at
Yeah, they're good, man. In terms of all these small crimes that happens in the locality, they have they have a very good networking of informants. Okay?
It's
on the
everywhere,
crowd.
bro.
So this is not like
It's like recent,
self-defense,
last week.
this is like a preemptive
Yeah.
planned murder, no?
And
Shit,
No,
man.
like say if you put
Don't forget Nepali
if you
women,
put
boys.
anybody in place of that woman that killed, even you would get the similar thoughts to do similar
Yeah,
in
things.
that position, yes, yes.
you wouldn't actually do it. I
I don't know, man.
I'd be
we can't imagine what she'd do.
And
That's
maybe
what-
like she was helpless also. Like one option could be like she could get a family to beat this guy. She could do something
Now
like that.
she already knew like she was being cheated.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus she's about to see like her daughter getting involved.
Yeah.
Now as a mother,
Yeah.
what can you do, bro?
Now
You put
taking
yours-
a person's life is way
this-
too much, right?
Yeah, I mean, even taking a life, it's usually. But this was like.
she had two options, bro.
brutal.
Either to save a life or to take a life.
No, even that, no, she must be sadistic, man. The way she took the life. Imagine that, bro. Smashed the balls
Yeah.
and chopped him to
There was
bits.
anger. There was lots of. Yeah, she was
You
psycho.
can see
that
in
way.
Yeah, I think
the
there's, like,
way
some-
he was murdered. No? So
Yeah,
much
like,
rage,
so
man.
much hate. Yeah.
She was crazy.
Yeah, she must have been.
One thing is loneliness. Like she don't have nowhere to go, right?
No
No,
help
no, no
without.
help at all.
She can go to her husband
Took
also because
matter
it's an affair.
in her own hands, right? And she
But
took
don't you
it.
think she went a bit too far?
She
Damn.
went too far.
Bro, it's easy for us to sit and analyze, but you put
Pedophiles,
yourself in that situation,
pedophiles deserve
you
death,
do a similar act.
right?
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it should be death from the government, death,
Legal
capital
death.
punishment, legal kind of way.
Not
They
nice,
deserve
better,
death,
but
man.
totally better though. But this is not bad, like in a way. But this is really gruesome, man. God damn.
She's got mental problems. It's understandable.
Damn the
A
rage.
sentence,
Yeah.
whatever sentence,
was
a
going
punishment
through
should be, a little bit lenient, considering the guy was the
Fucking.
asshole.
The
guy.
reason behind
Yeah.
But at the same time, she needs psychiatric help. Right? But in Nepal, it's like, fuck psychiatric help. Nobody gives a
Yeah,
fuck.
but no,
right?
this kind of like incident is also very unheard of in
Yeah.
Nepal, man.
No, but
But
like
it's a
if
peaceful country, you
if
don't-
that guy was trying to rape her and then she did it, well, then that's okay too. If like
That's
if
like
she was
I
in
mean,
act
it's
self-defense, this
self-defense.
is
If it
not
was
self-defense. This is
self-defense-
premeditated, man.
If it was self-defense, she doesn't even deserve to go to jail, man.
Yeah, this was premeditated though.
But this wasn't though.
God damn, just imagine, no, you have to have like enough
Yeah,
courage
imagine
to
a
smash
rage.
the balls,
Yeah.
then
One-
chop them off.
Exactly.
one hammer shot, like say balls are all over the room.
Chip by the-
Yeah.
Giving his own ones.
The sack will cover it, sack on
Yeah.
burst.
Sack will cover it.
Yeah, skin is very tough.
Yeah.
No, bro, a tight shot could burst your balls though. Like.
It burst.
Bro.
No,
If
the
it's-
testicles, I'm
yeah.
sure, went
Yeah.
all over the inside the balls.
Her
the
weight
ball
was around 65 to 70 kgs.
She's
Imagine.
fat.
Not so fat.
And just imagine the
65 to 70 is fat. Not like, it depends on height also.
yeah. Just imagine
shit.
with that
Well
kind of
built.
blow, well-built person could blow in the hammer, in the. That's thinking about it
Yeah.
makes you go oh, type. But still, that's like
But yeah,
The
man,
nerves
fuck that
coming
guy,
out
man.
once
Pedo,
the
man.
balls is
It's
blasted.
like, if you look at it in an evolutionary way, why is our balls not like, doesn't have a bone over there? Guy? Like
Protection.
a skull, nee? Yeah. Like we have skull for our brains, right? Why doesn't it have like the ball area is so smushy, like it's
sensitive.
so exposed, right?
And that's the jewels, man. Right?
Imagine like in
Family
caveman
jewels.
times, right?
So, bro, if you're saying you wanted a skull cover of your balls whenever you sit down, like
Yeah.
say you'll come talk.
He'll have that kind of.
So maybe that's evolution. Like, it was like,
Imagine
one
like
soft
special
spot,
caps
yeah.
and shit. Headwear, like we have headwear like for the
helmet.
Somewhere, like when it loosens up and it's hanging, bro. When you're walking wearing shorts, talk.
Yeah, that'll be weird. There's a movie in that. No?
smashing with your phone. No?
Just imagine.
Evolutionary
phone, oh my god. That's such a phone.
Jose keeps his phone in back pocket.
Talk.
Walking, bro. Imagine.
Evolutionary way, it
Talk,
makes
talk,
sense.
talk.
Yeah.
It needs protection, obviously.
But like,
It-
look
it
at
had-
all the other animals.
Imagine, like, say,
Like it's
So
tucked
maybe
away.
it's supposed to be that way. It's not tucked away, bro.
Bro, in animals, it's not tucked away. It's between the legs, man, and
But
their
still,
whole
the-
body is covered.
when
in
they're
it.
walking, you can see it.
No, we are a weird animal, okay, because we are
Yeah.
facing it. Okay? Our
Yeah,
most
it's
vulnerable
in
parts are
front of
being
us.
faced.
yeah,
Okay?
it's at the back, but it's like very
And
visible.
plus, how our legs can like expose the ball, stretch our legs. Our legs can be stretched. Where in case the other animals, their legs cannot be stretched as much as ours, like in that area, right? So how vulnerable it is, man. Imagine like in caveman times, you have to be in action all the time, right? Hunting or running away from predators or whatever. How many accidents there must be like in the balls? Oh shit, I can't run. I'm freaking eaten by a bear. Shit, man.
that was evolution's way to humble us. You're
There's
fucking
no
sensitive
skull,
spot.
bro. So like say
It should be a protection, man.
no. Before olden days, if there was no this, like if there was skulls, imagine like they should have been caught, bro.
What?
Animals like with the noise and they'll figure out that okay, this human is coming. Talk.
Another thing
Oh,
is like,
food, free
our
food.
ball skin, the sack, is like softer than normal skin.
Why are you fucking talking about balls, man? You're talking about Druglords.
It's called douche, right? The douche bag. Actually, that's called a douche
No,
bag.
you know what's a
No, no.
douchebag? Extend to what is a
Douchebag
douchebag?
is a product which you use to clean your butthole, or it's for women, your vagina or your butthole,
Okay.
to clean it.
So douche go. That's
Yeah, that's the douche. So it's basically
Put
a
water in it.
water
and
bag
suction
with a pipe.
It's like the foil. What's
inside.
it
and
called?
you shove it in your ass and you
I don't know. You got something, no? The scrub. Is it like the scrub we use right now?
Loofah,
Okay.
The
no.
loofah.
It's not a scrub. It's a pump,
Yeah, it's a pump.
basically.
You fill it with water outside, and there's already a pipe, right? You shove it in your ass, and then you clean it
Pump
out.
it.
Pump the water inside. Not only water, they put other stuff
And then
also,
you take it out
medicine
and
and
drink
shit.
it.
It's
Yeah,
medicinal
that's a
though.
you did know. That's a you did
Yeah,
know.
man. This fantasies, bro. Freaking shit porn fan, toilet porn,
These
man.
guys.
Now
But
the
what's
other
toilet
drug
porn,
lords,
was
bro.
it?
You use toilet porn.
What's toilet porn? Do you know what it is?
Like, whatever shit porn,
I
whatever you're
haven't
talking about. I just
I
made
haven't
it up,
heard
bro.
of that word, you know? It's toilet
I just
porn.
made it up, bro.
Don't lie. This guy is such
Weird
history.
thing.
Nothing less
Listen,
Jesus.
your
But people have weird ass fantasies, man, if you think about it. There's one movie which I saw that one guy calls people to a hotel room to pee on him, man.
Oh yeah, in which movie is that?
There was no. That's
Get
a
money,
weird
which
fetish, man.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
Daud.
Daud Ibrahim.
Like, what about Daud then?
Daud is like he's portrayed in a way in Indian media as like a god type person. No?
Yeah, man.
Plus, more than a drug lord, he is treated as a terrorist.
Yeah, obviously no. He's killing so many
because
innocent
he
people.
is involved in the Mumbai blast.
Guys, now let's just give our conclusion on drug lord. This is the general topic.
Right, drug lords, don't do it, kids. Don't.
I mean, I don't think they wanted
Do
to
once
do it
before
also.
you die.
No,
some
not
they
drug lord,
wanted
but
to,
dog.
Some were raised in a
Meaning,
way. Like
what I'm trying to
the
say is
sadistic fucks who wanted
they
to.
were born in a situation where they didn't have any options.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
were probably orphans, right?
Either
Poverty
it's
or
brought down to you through your family, the
Yeah.
family is involved,
That
you
can
also
be
get
that.
into a small age.
But there's this one guy, and I think he was Amsterdam ko one drug lord, which he came from a very good family. Ke. But then his dad was like a bit of a psycho and he disowned him. And then he became a drug lord in
So
Amsterdam.
basically, he was poor.
No, he was. I mean,
But his
when
dad disowned him and all
yeah,
that, no?
when he became a sane drug lord.
That's
And he's the
scary.
first one to introduce killing in Amsterdam. Before that, it, gangs and all didn't kill in Amsterdam. Like, he was the first one to start killing people. Like.
What didn't kill? Why?
Why, lads? Before that? What do you mean, why? Isn't that violent?
Maybe they were like
Right now, which is the drug capital of the world.
Is there a drug?
Drug capital of the world.
Should be the.
I don't know, Amsterdam maybe it's
Well, the drug
legalized.
capital of Southeast Asia is thing, no?
All these party
Myanmar,
capitals will be
Laos.
drug capitals, bro. Either Miami, Ibiza,
I don't think Ibiza there's much drugs. Oh, Spain, but drugs are allowed, no?
legal.
Are allowed any kind of drug?
Legal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's legal in Spain.
Oh yeah. Anything.
Yeah,
Coke, acid.
yeah.
Anywhere in Spain, all of Spain.
All of Spain, I think so.
Oh damn. I need to do my masters in
That's why
Spain
people
now.
go to Ibiza.
You see, considering masters or
5 world
know.
countries with the worst drug problem. Many Americans believe the United States is home to the world's worst drug problem, but there are other countries. The following 5 countries have severe drug problem. Iran, number 1. Afghanistan, number 2. Russia, number 3. United States, number 4. Great Britain, number 5. So, Iran, number 1. Addiction rates in Iran are high compared to
Opium.
other countries. For combination of high use, the country fundamental strength, blah blah blah. They haven't really. Yeah, number 1 Iran rate. That's a weird country to have a drug problem
Right?
because it's so strict
Mm.
from the
laws.
family to the.
Afghanistan, most
I
of
think
Because
it's-
it's strict, that's why the problems exist, man. Because people need a out on Sunny. So
and
they
Muslims,
fall
they
to drugs.
generally don't.
Yeah, it's so irony. Like it's funny how life is. Guy. The places where it's so strict, they have the worst problems. Like, for example, Spain, where drugs are legal, they have one of the lowest drug problems. Man.
Drug related deaths,
Yeah,
crimes.
drug-related deaths, crimes, all the smoggling, gangs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but if it's legal, why did I have to smuggle?
Exactly.
Get it.
Legit business,
Exactly.
you tax them.
Where it's
that
illegal,
way you
bro,
can
let's say.
control the doses, the government can and say.
No, if it's illegal, like say, if I keep it, I might get caught. So what do you have to have in 3 goes? You have it in 1 go.
Meaning?
Means like say if it was legal,
Yeah.
that you would use it more sufficiently, bro. Like you're not worried about getting caught.
Oh, you're not worrying about resupplying anything, like you
Yeah,
get it anyway.
yeah.
So, okay.
And if it's illegal, say if you want to save it also, you have the fear of getting caught.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
you-
It's not Spain. It's Portugal. They're legal drugs.
Portugal.
It's legal drugs, are there?
Yeah, all drugs. They all remain illegal. Offense is changed from a criminal one to a civil one. Okay.
And I think
Yeah,
once
that's how
we
the
just
system
have to
was
explain.
Portugal decriminalized use and possession of all drugs in a way that moves the focus from criminal punishment to treatment.
That's a
That's
good. That's a good way of going
positive
over it.
way.
Yeah.
Seven or eight.
So
So
use and
if
possession,
you are
no. But if
caught-
you are selling, say,
Yeah, if you are caught in that kind of way, selling, manufacturing, whatever. I don't know.
I don't think they make it, but they get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but if you're caught in that, there's nothing happens. But you're going to rehab though.
Criminal punishment. Drug laws in general. Drug laws in general. Whatever. How must they be like? What must their freaking
Thinking
thinking
process.
process be? First
It's
of all, the
power,
businessman.
money.
It's more
Number
business.
one,
Huh?
the businessman. It's like any other business how it works.
Yeah.
Operations, man.
Some say even more organized. Man.
Yeah.
Marketing, sales, everything is
Marketing,
there.
sales, cost cutting,
Manufacturing.
manufacturing, yeah, transportation.
Security.
Exactly.
Security.
They just do it in an illegal way.
If
And
deals don't
with-
work out,
with one
power,
added thing of
money.
The
fear
product is
and
illegal, nee. The
killing.
product is illegal. That's it.
Basically, anything goes.
Yeah.
You can do anything. Like in a legit business, you are stopped by the law, like morality. You can't kill people. You can't hurt. You can't beat this guy up. You can't kidnap that guy. You can, But in the underworld drug business, man, everything is okay. It's a dog eat dog, man.
Yeah.
But they also have their own form of laws. Like
Yeah. Like what?
Chivalry.
There's no chivalry.
No, there's no
man.
chivalry in drugging.
Then what kind of laws do they have? Say
Like,
can't dictate
let's
over the
say, for
territory, you know.
example,
They respect more than laws, man.
They don't enter each other's territory. Causes
like the
war.
Italian mafia.
They have
law.
laws, man.
Law, silence. That is
All
there.
that shit is gone though now, bro.
Yeah, no, but
But
like
generally,
still-
these
Most
are the
snitching,
laws,
basically.
no, that
Yeah.
I'll
Most
deal
snitching.
in certain area, you deal in certain
yeah, there's still
area.
laws that they have. Nee.
People have broken all those laws. Omerta, code of silence.
Not Italian laws. Now,
Yeah, anybody.
Oileko now.
Those are old school gangsters. Man.
Current gangsters and drug laws have their own form of laws. Anyone.
Like what? All this respect, honor, huh? I don't think it's
Maybe respect, honor, or like no laws. It doesn't have to be that. It can be a kind of something.
I think it's a total chaos, man.
You
Right now.
can't-
total chaos.
I think it's total chaos right now, man.
But if it's chaos, then it won't
At
be
that point,
organized
like,
crime.
in-
Later. To have an organized crime, you need
Organized-
laws. You need rules.
That's what their own organization has the laws. The other organization has their laws, but two organizations are fighting. It's chaos in that way.
Okay.
Innocent
Like
people
war
are getting
steps.
hurt, whatever, right?
If you had a choice, would you be a drug lord or not?
Hell nah, man. I'd be a poor farmer. I'd be more happy in that. Hell.
What do you guys?
Like it's
let's go
like
around the
what I was
table.
about to say was these drug lords, these companies, whatever, these organizations, they are never in lack of manpower. There's always some desperate motherfucker, right, wanting to
Be the
be
next,
big, yeah, money.
next
All.
Escobar.
No shortage of soldiers, no shortage of workers in that poverty-stricken shitholes, right? So man, it'll never end. You know what I'm saying? Unless the laws change, unless society as a whole comes together. So that was we gotta end it right now. It's
Today's episode about
today's
drug
episode,
lords.
drug lords, crazy fucking people, man. They do exist. Most
Very
people think it's
real.
fantasy, man.
It's very real.
Yeah, it's very real, man. Beheadings, kidnappings. I mean, the
movies portrayed really well,
Yeah.
though.
The
The
part where
violence,
it,
the violence is
Realities.
portrayed
Yeah.
really well, though.
the part where it becomes a problem is when innocent people start getting hurt. Most of the murders are with each other. That's okay, fine, your shit, right? The government is hunting you. That's your life. But kidnapping innocent people, beheading them, burning them alive, burning their houses, farmers taking their lands and all that shit, man.
That's
in,
shitty, man.
in Mexico,
For your personal interest, you are like say spoiling others' life.
bruh, man, it's like
You're getting
You
others
motherfuckers,
addicted
yeah.
to things that is
you
not
deserve
good.
the worst death, man.
Personal
Yeah.
interest, you just want money, bro.
Exactly.
Coco crook. You're not worried about what happens to
Yeah,
you.
to other people.
You decay, rot.
Yeah. People burn people in acid, put them in
Oh yeah, man,
cement,
that's like the cartels.
What? They
We
burn
have
them in
killed
burn
acid?
them alive.
Yeah, they melt them
top
in acid.
Breaking Bad or what?
The Breaking Bad shit, but alive.
They melt them in acid. So that's it.
top
Like
only
no evidence, है ना?
Lots of torture, man. Like
No
and
evidence left behind.
another
That's a very
crazy shit
popular way
is
of killing
they
you.
drown you in cement.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
a bad
then
death,
they
man.
Make a block
And
out of you.
they throw you on the sea.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what
So
they
you-
do with the
you-
cement, but they'll cover you in cement, man.
So that you don't smell, you decompose inside and
Probably.
Crazy
Well,
ass
just
shit.
imagine the acid. No, you can't find the body.
It's crazy, man. These guys are bad people, man. Don't ever fall into
Crazy
that
fucks.
romantic fucking
Don't romanticize,
because of the
romanticize
movies
it,
and
man.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. These guys are not. These guys are fools, man.
No heroes, man.
Hello, it's
Alright, guys.
So next time we'll
Alright.
come with another new topic.
Yeah, this is a weekly podcast. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Uh,
Hope to
So-
see you again
Yeah.
next week.
Bye.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Bye.